All right, ladies and gentlemen, or just professor, whoever is viewing this video. Today I am doing a recording for our final project in digital marketing course on RIT Croatia. On my partner's Lukas blog, you can find a video version in a bit more detail, and today I'm doing a recording accompanied by a short presentation with a few key points that we got from the MyGrace website analysis. So let's get started. In the chapter 1, we defined the problem, which was that the bookings on the site were mostly happening during peak season, so a few weeks during peak season, maybe 7 to 8 bookings during that time. And we wanted as booking agents to gain commission even outside the most active part of the season, so maybe a few weeks before and after, as to get the commission from booking from the website. And the keyword analysis from SEMrush. Here we have a little table from a few keywords that we searched and analyzed. We can see that yacht, and by the way, this is for Croatian region because the website is operating on Croatian area. We can see that yacht has most monthly clicks, and the cost per click is not as high, so this would maybe be a good idea to invest in just because of the cost, but also the keyword difficulty is pretty high up there, the highest from the ones we could get information on. Another one that is not as expensive but has a good amount of monthly clicks, of course not as yacht, but it's more concise, is yacht in Croatia, which we thought would also be a nice one to invest in to improve the SEO, but we didn't have sufficient information on SEMrush for keyword difficulty, which would tell us how difficult it is to find among other keywords. The worst one would be, I guess, cheap yacht rental, which is not as related to this website because this is at the end a luxury website and it's not cheap. So for the clientele, the cheap aspect wouldn't be as important. And the other ones fall somewhere between the range, but we see that luxury yachting has a lot more monthly clicks and is also not as expensive per click. Yacht rental, I don't think is that good. It's not as cheap to invest in, but it's also doesn't have such a good rating, and monthly clicks are, at least in this season, which is maybe still a bit early for yachting, not as good. So let's move on. The chapters 2 and 3 concern the user experience, digital presence of the site, and competitors. The user experience for us was overall a good one. The information is pretty easy to find on the website. It's pretty straightforward. The design of the website is kind of minimalistic, which I will talk more about later. It's not a big disadvantage, but we think it could be improved. But if you are someone that wants to get information quick and easy, we think that this website does the job. Digital presence and competitors, we have here the comparison table between MyGrace and one competitor that we chose, which is Charter Split. So it operates in the same area. We can say that it's a direct competitor, and we use the website rating that we learned on our digital marketing classes. We rated the usability of website as 4, desirability as 4, accessibility as 3, because it wasn't as accessible at first. Credibility is pretty good. The website is credible, so we gave it a 5. Usefulness 5. MyGrace is also pretty good in that aspect. And overall user experience boils down to a 4. Next, the comparison of MyGrace and Charter Split. We see that by backlinks, Charter Split definitely suppresses it a lot, 2 to 1.5K. MyGrace can compete with it in this aspect. Authority score 2 to 24. also not that good. Outbound domains, MyGrace has a better score in this one, so this is a good thing to focus on. And keywords are 2 and 12, which again makes the Chata split kind of a leader in this category. Next, and the final slide is the booking site, so not the MyGrace site, but the booking site, which is a separate one. A few comments about that. The necessary information about the booking is present. The booking button, so the call to action button, let's say it like that, is very visible. It's attractive, but still we think that improvements can be made for a website that is, after all, a luxury website and a website for a luxury product. And also there's not much personalization on the website, and it's not the best user experience. Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something useful, for quick search of information and that sort of stuff, of course, it's great. It has a good language, the pictures are good quality, the transitions between pages are good, but still, depending on the product that you have, and for a product like this, we think the few recommendations that we made would be very useful for them. The first one would be hiring a professional to actually manage the web page, because today it is accessible, it's not expensive, and we think that it's very important because of that. It would be worth it to invest in something like that. Frequent content updates, because some of the things are pretty outdated. User experience and pictures, we can use real people, real experiences, which would give a more personal, more legitimate, or more legitimacy to the site. Customization for a different target audience. For example, the yacht can be rented by younger people, maybe for parties, celebrations, and things like that, or for older people that are maybe looking to relax, to unwind. And those target audiences need a different approach from the marketing side. Live chat would be useful to get the more personal feel, to get the quick response, which we all want these days. We want quick information. We want to be served right away. We want to feel important, especially in this kind of business. Welcoming page and photographs of real life user enjoying the service. And one thing I would also add is maybe some kind of user blog, which for example, which first comes to mind is Harley Davidson, who has their own club, their own fan pages where users can interact, they can comment about the experience, and satisfied customers are in the end the best promoters and the best advertisers for the product. So these would be our few recommendations to improve the site, to actually prolong the time of booking. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and I hope that the managers of this site will at least get something out of this and consider our recommendations. Thank you for watching, and I will see you who knows when.